30 is when you walk into a bar or a VFW, and in that 30 seconds, you can already tell.
That guy right there is drunk, that guy's an idiot, and that guy down there knows it all.
There are programs out there beyond the VA.
Many non-profit organizations. The Beer 30 Show.
It's the Beer 30 Show. Made by veterans.
For veterans.
Thank you for joining us on another edition of Jerm, Joel, and Sniper, the Beer 30 Show.
What's up?
Huh?
So what's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? So in today's show, we got a special guest. We'll bring him on here pretty soon.
He's not that special.
Jason Moon. He's going to talk to us about what he is doing for our veterans, some of the entitlements that he might be able to help y'all out there. I want to say that it's a beautiful day here in Colorado, and
Sunny day here in Vegas.
Yeah, it's always beautiful in Vegas.
Yeah, right. Except for when it's over 80 degrees, like today. That's when you stay in the house.
Always
and you
beautiful
keep the
in San Diego.
On.
You know, I'd like to be a weather forecaster in San Diego. I would never lose my job.
I think you'd do better in Vegas. Because then if you
my
said
wallet
rain,
says
then
no.
if you said there's going to be rain, you're going to get fired because there's no rain.
So hey, check this out. I'm gonna spread the dirt here. We got to talk about it a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Just because we can. So we gave Jerem the day off.
Uh-oh.
The reason why we gave Jerem the day off. Remember Jerem? He's just like
Darren the J off.
Yep, Jerem's got the day off, and this is the reason why. Jerem has traumatic brain injury just like I do, so there's no filter. Well, anyways, I guess he went into like a village and he was drunk, doesn't remember anything.
Oh, God.
And he yelled at the top of his lungs, "Who the hell's gonna eat this shit?" And he threw it at the waitress. So, the police came, they arrested him. To the best of my knowledge, he says that he did not get charged. I don't know. I know that last week
he didn't get charged, but
I know last week a good friend of mine, he also got arrested and didn't get charged. So I think it's going to be my turn next.
Oh, I did get charged. The difference is I actually did get charged.
Oh, you did get charged.
Oh, I did get charged. They just didn't book me. They arrested me, and oh my God, this is a hellacious story. Well, you want to tell it now, or you want to wait till we're done with Jason?
No, go ahead, tell it now.
All right, we're telling it now. Okay, so here's how it went down. I was in San Diego for a couple days, Thursday through Saturday, and I was doing the Ironman. I made it. Nice glasses, dude. Those are sick. And the dinosaur. The dinosaur from Jason Moon. Anyways, now he's drinking with the dinosaur flying in front of the camera. Anyways, so I was in San Diego from Thursday through Saturday, and I did the Ironman. I made it 15.6 miles into the ride, and then my leg brace broke, and I was just done. Because, you start the race, and the first thing you hit is a hill. And my power adapter didn't help really that much because my trigger is broken. So, anyways, I get done, and I pack up all my stuff, and I'm leaving. Well, I leave the hotel. Then I have to turn around and go all the way back. Luckily, I was only 8 miles away because I forgot my med bag. And as Jason and Joel can attest, you don't ever want to go somewhere where you leave when you don't have your medication. So I had to turn back around. By the time I left the hotel, it was like 7 o'clock at night, right? So I drive back home to Vegas, and I get here when I was planning to, and it was midnight, which is perfect.
Right, nothing good happens after midnight.
Right. Well, Bentley was asleep.
Especially in Vegas.
But if I would have got home in between like 11, Bentley would have still been up waiting for me. which would have sucked because then I would have had to pack all my equipment when he was up, and he'd want to go with me. So
Yeah.
the good news is he was asleep. But then I started my drive out to Snowmass, Aspen, Colorado. Well, I guess I fell asleep at the wheel a couple of times, and a semi dented the side of my door and ripped my bumper off. I don't know if it was because of him or if it was because of me being sleepy. But I got pulled over at that happened at mile marker 17, and I got pulled over at mile marker 26 on the I-70 in Richfield, Utah. And I guess he pulled me over because I guess I was doing 88 to 75. But I know that I had my cruise control on at 75, 76, and I was going downhill.
Right.
So I was like, no. The guy was like, you know how fast you were going? I said, no. I'd say about 75, 76.
Yeah.
Because I had my cruise control on. No, I caught you at 88. Yeah, okay. So then I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. It's like 30 degrees out.
Dude, if you know you're going to get a ticket, I just have fun.
Well, he was just going to
it.
write me
The cop
off.
says, hey,
He was
do
going to
you
give
know
me a
how
warning.
fast you was going? Oh, sorry, officer. The speed dial, it stops at 90. You're going to get a ticket, so you might as well be a smartass and laugh
Actually,
about it.
he wasn't going to write me a ticket.
Oh, okay.
He was just going to let me go with a warning.
Okay.
But he's seen my medication in the center console of my car. And he asked what they were. I said they're narcotics, but I'm prescribed. So he gets me out of the car and brings me back to his car. He has me sit in the front seat of his car because it was warm in there and it was cold outside. And he starts doing these field sobriety test bullshit. And then the radio went off about a semi-truck calling 911. And he didn't know what kind of car it was. But, yeah. So come to find out, he busted me because of 911. But then he gets me out, and the only field sobriety test I couldn't pass was the heel-to-toe walk. Because it was 30 degrees out, my right knee's got a bullet hole in it, and it won't stop shaking. And so, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So then the semi-truck shows up. Semi-truck's perfectly fine. It's a fucking semi-truck with a huge guard on the front of it, you know?
Right.
So that's what hooked my bumper and ripped it off. And so after that, he puts me in my car and says, okay, well, I'll be right back with you. I said, okay. Then he comes back and he takes me into his cop car and says, we're going to go ahead and arrest you under DUI. I said, are you fucking serious? He said, yeah. So then I'm sitting in the front seat.
Did you really say the F word?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I did. And then he
F word
was
in
nice
there.
to me, and he put me in the front seat of the cruiser, not the back seat. But I would have rather been in the back seat because those fucking cuffs dug into my arm so damn bad. Oh my God, I was in pain. And, of course, I started crying because I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, I don't get arrested for DUI. I'm not that way. I don't drink. I don't do drugs for the fun of it.
Right.
And it was just crazy. So then
But you are out between 12 and 3 in Vegas, and everybody knows what? That's when the drunks come in. Dude, you was just in the wrong place
Dude,
at
the
the
drunks-
wrong time.
The drunks are always out in Vegas, man. It's not
Yeah.
just at certain times. I mean, the drunks are always out. But so then they took me down. They did a UA test and it tested positive for opiates. I'm like, of course it did. I'm on narcotics. And so then they take a blood draw. So I'm waiting for this blood draw to come back. And they called Talia, and Talia had to drive 6 hours to get to me. But 11 o'clock rolls around, and they put me back in the cop car and dropped me off at a hotel. Right? So,
Okay.
so then the next morning was a nightmare. I had to go and pay $350 to the state of Richfield, Utah, to the city, not the state, the city of Richfield, Utah, just to get my car released. Then I had to go down and pay $145 to the tow company that towed my car. And I was like, so when it comes out that I'm not being found DUI, can I get this $350 back? She's like, well,
Right.
You'll have 10 days to file this paper, and then you might get your money back. I said, might? I better get my money back. That's just ridiculous. So, yeah. Then I went to go pick up my 45 because, I did the right thing and I told the policeman I got a 45 in the front seat of my car because I had all this expensive equipment with me. And so they take it and they turn it into evidence. For what evidence is going to do with it, I don't know. But I went to go get it back, and they said, oh, well, we got to run a complete background check to make sure that we can release this to you. I said, are you serious? I was like, how long does that take? Well, it depends on how busy they are. Sometimes half an hour, sometimes an hour. Well, I gave him my phone number, and I was already almost to Snowmass, and the guy called me. Okay, you can pick up your gun now. I said, are you kidding? I said, so I'll stop back by my way through on Thursday. So then I stopped back by my way through on Thursday after this wonderful retreat event at Snowmass. And,
Yes.
And
yes, let me intervene. He comes to Snowmass. He parks. He tells me, dude, I've parked illegally. And I'm like, hey, that's okay, dude. You have no bumper. There's no way they can tow you away. They have nothing to tow. And he's like, dude, that's not funny. I'm just being honest. So,
well,
hey,
you obviously don't know about towing because they have front wheel cherry pickers that pick up your front wheels.
I was making a joke.
I know you were. I'm just giving you hell, dude.
Wow.
Getting all literal and shit.
Without further ado,
hi, Jason.
We have Jason Moon on with us today. Jason, thank you for joining the show.
He's my friend.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a veteran of the war in Iraq. Did 10 years in the National Guard Army Reserve, and then got an all-expense-paid vacation to Iraq. Compliments of Uncle Sam, 0304.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Join the world to see the world, and all I saw was damn sand. Yep, I got you.
Yeah. Came home and had PTSD really bad, and just kind of tore my life apart for 4 years, and failed a suicide attempt, and then got better and started a nonprofit to go and help other brothers and sisters who were, going through the same ordeal, to use music to help stop veteran suicide and educate the public about what veterans go through and all that fun stuff. And so I've been doing that for the past 4 years.
That's awesome. And what is this nonprofit that you speak of, so that we can get on our Facebook page, we can tell these guys about?
It's called Warrior Songs.
Okay, Warrior Songs.
Yep, and warriorsongs.org is the webpage.
Okay. Todd, make sure you put that on the webpage.
Using music and the creative arts to help veterans heal from the wounds of war. That's what we're trying to do.
Awesome. So is veterans like singing on YouTube and sending it to you guys, or are you guys providing like teachers to teach them how to play the guitar and stuff like that?
We're trying to take their stories and their poems, because it's really hard for veterans sometimes to talk about the detailed situation that caused their trauma.
Okay.
Worst event.
Right.
And just try to help them turn that into a song or a piece of art. Mostly music is what we focus on. We've done creative arts retreats in the past. Right now we're focusing on a compilation CD of different veteran stories and songs. And we also find that the public, they don't really want to hear, so there we were, it was 12, oh dark 30, my squad. Most civilians don't even understand half the language when veterans try to describe it. So we try to turn that story into a song, and then civilians have an easier time listening, and veterans have a tool to release their trauma, to talk a little bit about the trauma in a language that's not so damaging.
Jason, that's so awesome. When me and Jeremy and Todd were together at Snowmass, the one thing that I noticed with the using sports as a way of rehabilitation, we got the sick number. It's 22 right now. 22 vets. Maybe right now it's 19, and 2 more are gonna die here in the next couple of hours. But we're getting 22 vets killing themselves every day. And a lot of people don't understand, like, to express. They can't express. That's the key thing. And I found out, and I don't know if you found out, but when you go into the VA, if you're very descriptive of what's going on with you, and you tell them very descriptive, well, then you get more help. But some guys, they're not very descriptive.
Yeah.
So you providing... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, what happens a lot when veterans go into the VA is they realize they're talking to civilians, and they tone it down. And they don't. What veterans need to do when they go to the VA is they need to realize that they're translating. So when the VA asks the veteran, "What pain are you in today?"
Right. What from the couch? Right. From the couch. Yeah. From the couch to the bathroom. What kind of pain are you? Because they don't care if you can run. They don't care if you can jump. I don't even think they care if you have sex. They care from the couch to the toilet. What's your pain level? Am I right?
This is the journey of so many veterans. They're high speed, low drag, high functioning individuals. They go to combat. They come home and they have PTSD. They go to the VA. They get medicated. Now they're on the couch playing video games. Like you said, most drugs, you can't get an erection. You can't function in the bedroom. You can't.
I know that's the truth. You can ask Talia on that one.
Decide, rather than be useless, which some of us view as a disgrace or shame, they off themselves. Some of them, I work with a lot of veterans who are at that point, and who are either just attempted suicide or thinking about it in that crisis mode. But I'm dealing with a veteran suicide now where they were using opiates to self-medicate to calm the anxiety, and they just pushed the envelope too far one day and went to a place you can't come back from. And now they're a statistic, and I'm helping his widow get her benefits that she might have coming. So it's 22 a day. It's insane.
Yeah, it's the awesome thing that I can say is if you get on the website charitynavigator.org, if you get on that website, you can see all the military organizations that are out there. And one thing that I tell people, because people come up to me and they're like, hey, I want to help, I want to donate. And I tell them, well, what's your mission? What do you want to do? You got organizations like yours that take the music that they make or take the poems that they make, and they can release it out, and you can show people, hey, this is what they're dealing with. They've got organizations like Tear for the Troops, where if you like to play golf, then that's your thing. They've got Operation Rebound. That's the thing for different sports. I could go on all day about the nonprofits, but your nonprofit is very special, very keen, because not everybody's athletic. Not everybody's physical. Some of them are heavy set. I know when I got out of the military, I gained about 30 pounds. So
in the meds they put you on for PTSD, you're almost guaranteed to put on 30 pounds, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Because I'm on 3 now. I'm on 4. I can't lie. I used to be on 15. Now I'm down to like 4, and it seems like it keeps going up. But that's what happens. My PTSD kicked in even more when my mother died. So that's my story. But yeah, I'll have to think of a poem, something other than roses are red, violets are blue, and send your way. Maybe you can make something out of it.
I'm gonna.
That's the hope. We're working with a song that Todd wrote, and one of the great things about this is, as you probably know from PTSD and trauma, that shit doesn't go anywhere. We spend all this time trying to stuff it and hide it, not think about it, but it doesn't go anywhere. And then it pops out in these weird ways when we're trying to have lunch with our family, and it can go off, and so you have to let it out. But talking about it over and over again, that can just cause you to be triggered. So if you can put it in a song, then you can actually point to the song.
Right.
You're having a bad day and someone's like, Joe, what's up? Why are you so effed up? And you can go listen to track number 5 and you'll get it. And you can kind of steer them away from you, but still speak your truth through the music.
Right.
Because, I mean, imagine if you could have a trusted battle buddy friend when you go to the VA counseling who could kind of translate your experience to the counselor. Because sometimes it's like, it seems like the civilians we are around when I'm stressing on my PTSD and it's really high, it's like their eyes are laser beams and it's pointing right in my brain, and I can't talk about it.
Right, you get choked up. You're like, what do I say?
Yeah, and then you get emotional and you're like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm a combat engineer. I don't cry.
Right.
So it's like all these things.
I cry like a little baby.
Well,
Just like the music you're hearing in the background right now is actually one of the songs that Jason Moon has written. It's called "Trying to Find My Way Home."
Let's listen to that.
It's playing in the background. I will play it again at the end of the show, kind of as a closer. With being in Jason Moon's life and being to Jason Moon's, I shouldn't say Jason Moon, I should say Warrior Song. Going to a Warrior Song retreat, it's not all just combat engineers. It's not combat people. There's also MST that is involved in that. And if you don't know what MST is, it's military sexual trauma. So basically women that have been taken advantage of or have been raped or have been unfairly treated in the military.
Yeah, and I gotta add one thing to all of our listeners. The biggest thing, and I'm guilty for it too, there are women veterans out there. So when you go to a retreat or a group or something, do not assume it's the man that's the warrior. Do not assume that it's just the woman warrior. Just say, out of the group, are you both warriors? Because women, I've found this out, women are taking that very, very seriously. And that's the best way to avoid that situation.
It can be so, I work with a lot of women veterans, it can be so damaging when they're asked, so what did your husband do?
Yeah.
When they have the, I served in Iraq stick, and they're like, oh, was your husband in? And just, we have, all of us, there's just a power in not invalidating people's experience.
Right.
It's any trauma. The way I view it personally, when you enlisted, you signed a blank check, up to and including your life. That's what you gave to Uncle Sam. Whether he chose to take all of it, or some of it, or put you on the sidelines, or put you on the front lines, that's not what matters. What matters is you made yourself available.
Right.
But, I have never had the experience of a drone pilot, so we can't think about other people's experience. We just know, it's that if someone served and they're having PTSD, it's legit. I don't need to ask any more questions.
Exactly. Don't try to fix their problems. Try to change the subject and get them to talk about something else. That's the one thing that I've learned.
What I found through my work is that everyone has a totally unique and different experience from every different time frame, but the symptoms and how they mess with us, how they make us feel, what we deal with, what PTSD does to us, that is a commonality. That is a story that we're all sharing. And a lot of veterans, when I do this work, just sharing what happened to me through the songs, I've heard people say, like, Vietnam vets, 35 years, 40 years suffered, and then they're like, I never knew anyone else felt like this. I don't know about you guys, but when I first got home, I thought I was crazy. And
right.
What's going on? Why can't I pull it together?
Right.
Why can't I put shit together?
Why did I just wreck my car? What the hell happened to me?
Exactly. Why I'm on the floor? That's like, I'm sitting at the bar and I can feel, that there's a fight about to go down there. Like, why do I care? Why do I know? Why can't I take my eyes up? you know, yeah, it's just all this stuff, and you start to hang out with other vets and realize this is all
Right.
same exercise. And if you don't treat your PTSD, it's pretty much guaranteed you'll wind up in prison.
Yep.
You'll wind up a statistic, one of the 22 dead, or you'll wind up drugs and alcohol.
Yep.
Those are your three options, or you can work on it.
Most definitely. Hey, we're running out of time. One question for you, Jason.
Yep.
If you could say anything, like one word, what would you do? What would you say to that veteran that's listening right now? What would you say to him if he's at number 22?
PTSD is not a weakness, and you are not alone.
Awesome.
Reach out. We're
Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Todd. So we got a few minutes, but mainly it's been me talking and Jason talking.
Yeah, you don't let me butt in anywhere.
Huh?
You don't let me butt in anywhere.
I
I've
know.
been trying to talk, and you just...
Motor mouth.
Yeah. Good night. Anyways, Jason, what's your website?
WarriorSongs.org. It's songs because it's not so WarriorSongs.org.
All right, and I see on what is your Facebook page? Is it Warrior Songs still, or is it different?
I believe so.
Okay, I will find that on Facebook.
Yeah, make sure to put that on our Facebook page. Because you are able to do everything now, Todd.
Yeah. Okay. I seen on your Facebook page that you actually did a concert just the other day, this past weekend, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd that go?
It went pretty good. It was more of just my music. I was so into doing the veteran stuff for so long. I burnt myself out because I wasn't taking any time to do anything else. So now I've been playing a lot more shows. It was fun. You know, the audience always seems to like the war stories.
Of course they do.
You know, they ignore all the other stories, and then you say, "So there we were," and you can hear a pin drop. And sometimes I just want to scream, "I'm more than just a veteran.
Right.
I'm more than a PTSD veteran."
Right. And
It was
where
great. I had a lot of fun.
where and when is your next show going to be?
My next show is at the NAMI conference, National Association of Mental Health Instructors, in the Wisconsin chapter on the entertainment for April
NAMI?
24th. I can't tell you where.
What's-
7 o'clock in Madison.
We'll keep the Facebook page updated. We'll make sure, because I know 2 veterans that live in Wisconsin, so that would be some good support.
Yeah, a great place to come get plugged in, and you know, I have assets all over the country.
It's awesome.
I know, speaking personally through Jason Moon's work, you know, I made a few very good friends when I went to that retreat. Jason Moon being one, and Jesse Bruce being the other. You know, I'm not going to go into that whole situation because that doesn't matter. But what matters is the work that Jason is doing, and the work that Jason has done is amazing. He's helping so many people and saving lives, and you know, it's an honor to be able to know him, to be able to talk to him, and to be able to help out any way that I can. I know Jason is a very timid person, so he kind of blushes when he's given all the credit. You know, like he's blushing now, but you know, it's a wonderful thing that he's doing. Get on his Facebook page, check him out. You know, if you want a CD, I do have a bunch of copies that I can send out. Free to veterans. Free to veterans. If anybody wants a copy, send us a message on the Facebook page. I will get those sent out, and if I need more, I'll call Jason and I'll get more. So, it's been a wonderful day talking with you yet again, Jason. Don't forget to, for your end, help promote our show.
I will.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's the
Me
Three
and
Stooges.
Todd and Jerem, we're just trying to help soldiers get their entitlements and benefits, and people like you that come onto the show and just shed the light on it even more. It's very, very appreciative. So before we go, Jason, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it, and I know it's a stressful job because I've done it before. So just keep it going, bro.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to sign off because my computer's running down.
All right,
Nice.
you have a good one, brother.
Well, there he went.
All right.
Today was kind of a more serious show. That's kind of different from our normal goofy, wild, and crazy show, and when we're joking and BSing about all sorts of different stuff. But it signs true. When with so many veterans nowadays, 22 veterans a day killing themselves. It sounds like a big number, but I know you know the exact same number I know. Only 1% of America has actually seen combat. And when you think about that, and then you think there's 22 people a day killing themselves, 1% seems tiny, but the 22 just seems so big.
Right. Hey, and while we're closing the show, me and Todd and Jerem, we're not immune to it. There's going to be times that we come on the show and say, hey, Todd's taking the day off, or Joel's taking the day off, or Jerem's taking the day off. We deal with the PTSD. We deal with it. So we're not immune. So don't think that we put gold pants on. We shit the same way everybody does.
I can speak attest to that. I know that Joel and I were crying together on the phone just the other day.
Yep.
We all deal with this shit, and we all deal with the same shit. We all deal with it in different ways. Some hide it, but you can't hide it forever. It does come out, and when it comes out, if you're trying to stuff it down, it's going to come out hard. And you just need to make sure you have the right people around you so that when the shit hits the fan, you're not standing there alone. Because when the shit hits the fan and you're standing there alone, it makes life almost unbearable. So, I guess that's all I really got to say, Joel.
All right. Well, once again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Next Sunday, we will hopefully have Jeremiah back. And thank you for listening. Have a great night, you guys.
And we'll go ahead and close out the show listening to Jason Moon's song called Trying to Find My Way Home.
How do they expect a man to do the things that I have, come back and be the same? The things I've done that I regret, the things I've seen I won't forget. This life and so many more, and I'm trying to find my way home. Child inside me, long dead and gone, somewhere between. Lost and alone, trying to find my way home. I've seen another side, another slice of the pie that didn't seem too fair to me. People who did not deserve the sufferings that they incurred. Freedom ought to be free, and I'm trying to find my way home. whether we lose or win, I'm so sick and tired of the spin. Don't think I can take anymore. If the truth must stay in disguise, hidden beneath all the lies, what were we fighting for? And I'm trying to find my way home. The child inside me, long dead and gone, somewhere between lost and alone, trying to find my way home. Trying hard to keep a smile, look into the eyes of my child, tell him that Dad has to go. And after Daddy's went away, he's come back and he ain't the same as the man that you used to know. And I'm trying to find my way home. The child inside me, long dead and gone, somewhere between lost and alone, trying to find my way home. Sitting here with time to kill, staring out my windowsill, trying so hard to forget the time I made forgive myself, but history